The conflict over NCAA eligibility rules has ignited once again, sparking a fresh legal battle that could reshape college sports as we know them. Two Vanderbilt football players are at the forefront of a class action lawsuit, joining a group of 10 former and current college athletes to contest the NCAA's long-standing rule that limits athletes to 4 years of participation within a 5-year window at college. This legal move was officially announced on Tuesday, signaling a significant challenge to the current system. The lawsuit, filed in the U.S. District Court in Nashville, is grounded in antitrust claims. It asserts that the NCAA's eligibility restrictions unjustly limit the ability of student athletes to earn compensation during their collegiate careers, a hot-button issue in an era when athletes can now profit from their name, image, and likeness, NIL. Starting this year, NCAA member institutions are also allowed to make direct payments to student athletes, a groundbreaking development. Yet the NCAA still requires athletes to sacrifice a year of eligibility, which the plaintiffs argue is an unfair and anti-competitive barrier to their financial potential. Ryan Downton, the attorney representing the plaintiffs, emphasized this point in a recent statement. Now that college athletes can earn money through commercial use of their name, image, and likeness, and receive compensation directly from NCAA schools, forcing them to lose a year of eligibility is essentially restricting fair competition and their income opportunities. Among the plaintiffs are Vanderbilt's linebacker Langston Patterson and defensive lineman Issa Ouattara, along with former Hawaii quarterback Braden Shager. Downton is notably also the lawyer behind Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia's successful legal challenge to NCAA rules related to junior college years. Pavia's case was pivotal. He secured a temporary injunction that allowed athletes with junior college backgrounds to compete this season. An example of how legal pushback is forcing the NCAA to reconsider its eligibility policies. This latest suit doesn't seek to overturn the NCAA's entire eligibility framework. Instead, it targets the Redshirt rule, a policy that lets athletes practice, train, and play up to a limited number of games during one season without losing a year of eligibility. Currently, athletes cannot fully participate in competitions for all 5 years they're allowed on campus. They must sit out or limit their play for one. The plaintiffs argue this rule is outdated and unnecessarily punitive. Interestingly, the NCAA has been contemplating adjustments to its eligibility rules for over a year. Downton points out, we aren't disputing the 5-year eligibility window or the concept of a defined period for playing college sports. But there's no justifiable reason why a dedicated athlete who works as hard as their teammates in practice, in the gym, and in the classroom shouldn't be allowed to compete in all 5 seasons. They deserve 5 full years to train, graduate, and play. However, the NCAA's governance reforms and rule rework, tied to a massive $2.8 billion antitrust settlement approved just this past June, complicate matters. The restructuring aims to create a revenue-sharing model and revamp leadership in major conferences. But it also means eligibility discussions are woven into a broader, complex tapestry of changes in college sports. And here's the part most people miss. While these lawsuits push for greater fairness and better athlete compensation, they also challenge long-standing traditions and raise questions about the future balance between amateurism and professionalism in college athletics. Should athletes be entitled to full participation over 5 years when the NCAA's original intent was to limit the time a student athlete competes to preserve educational focus? Or is this simply a necessary evolution to acknowledge athletes' rights in a changing sports and economic landscape? What do you think? Is the Redshirt rule an outdated hurdle that unfairly cuts down athletes' earning potential and playing time? Or is it a crucial component of maintaining fairness and academic balance in college sports? Join the conversation and share your views, because this debate is far from over.